What's up, guys? IDK Player coming with another NASCAR Heat video, guys, and today we have breaking news on not just NASCAR Heat 3, but we also got breaking news on 704 games. So we're going to get into the video very soon, but before we get into the video, shout out to my donators, Anthony Ortiz, Reverend Rasheem Stewart, Inside Uranus, Landon Chase Elliott Fan and NASCAR News, and NASCAR Fan 24. Link to their channels will be in the description below. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. So before we get into anything 704 games related, we're going to talk about this new NASCAR Heat 3 info, and this is about the NASCAR Heat World Challenge. So I actually believe is this coming up Monday, even though it says coming in March, that the NASCAR Heat World Challenge will come. So basically this is going to replace the esports, draft and all that stuff for you to get ready, because as you guys know, before the esports draft, it was basically your ticket to get in for Homestead. So basically what they're trying to do right now is avoid gamer burn, but as you guys can see, it says race against the world's best, open to racers worldwide, compete in weekly events, top 20 advance to finals, real world prizes. So basically what I think 704 games is trying to do right now is, obviously I already said this, but it's to avoid gamer burn, because before we had the esports draft, we had basically Road to Miami, and now that the esports draft is done, basically no one's going to use the drafting stuff, the time trials, as of right now. So what they're going to do is, instead of having it as esports draft anymore, they're going to use their little esports system, and they're going to use it for NASCAR Heat Worldwide Challenge, and they're going to do it for real world prizes, and they're going to add other stuff in there so the top 20 could advance. This is all the information that we know about it as of right now, but once more information does come, I will most likely make a video on it. So I just want to let you guys know that real quick, and also if you guys do want to enter into the NASCAR Heat World Challenge, go on NASCARHeat.com and click where it says NASCAR Heat World Challenge. It should be a black box, and you could register there to compete in the World Challenge. So now let's get on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, and this was about 704 games. 704 games are having new changes coming to their company. Basically, Monster Games was talking about it and stuff in a little article that was presented to. And just letting you guys know that some changes are being made. And one thing that was in this article did catch my eye a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So at RaceFanBeers on Twitter sent me a link to this article, so shout out to him for letting me know about this. So this thing says 704 Games sees change in leadership structure. Motorsport Network is making major changes to the executive structure of 704 Games, installing former CEO Colin Smith as president of the NASCAR video games license. Motorsport Network revealed in August last year that it had invested in 704 Games, but the size of the stake was not disclosed. However, the company has now confirmed that Motorsport Network has a majority stake in 704 Games, and the company this week will announce the executive changes as it starts to implement its vision. Smith becomes president, replacing Ed Martin, who will move to the position of managing director of esports. Additionally, CEO Paul Brooks, a former longtime NASCAR executive, will move into a non-executive chairman role. We took our time to get a better understanding of the business, the relationship with NASCAR, and where opportunities lie. And we didn't want to rush into any decisions, said Smith. The former NASCAR digital media executive, who had been surveying in a consulting role for Motorsport Network since he gave up the CEO role last year. At the same time, we have bigger expectations for the company, so we need to make sure that 704 Games, because it's such an important part of our global strategy, had the right people in place. Smith then goes on to say that 704 Games is not yet profitable, in part because investments have been made in growing its esports presence, but expects to reach profitability this year. 704 Games' major video game property is NASCAR Heat, which will release its fourth game this year, and the company is involved in launching the new NASCAR Heat Pro League. That league is NASCAR's first majority entry into console-based esports competitions. 704 Games has a 10-year licensing agreement with NASCAR that lasts through 2029. Then they go on to say 704 Games is making esports a major pillar of its strategy and plans to launch multiple additional amateur leagues on top of the new pro version, which attracted around 10,000 entrants for the first season. The league held the draft for the Pro League last week at ISM Raceway. And finally, they go on to say other hirings being announced this week are Stephen Wang being brought on as esports and mobile marketing manager, and Zane Lovett being named community manager. I think that's how you say his last name. And then finally, they say Motorsport Network also hired 2 more people for the esports space with Stephen Hood and Ben Rossetier Turner. So now I know a lot of points in this article did catch a lot of people's attention. So let me start off with the first part that I want to talk about real quick, and that is adding Stephen Hood to the team for 704 Games. So I knew a while back already that Stephen Hood will be added to the team for 704 Games for the esports side of things, because he followed me on Twitter, and I did find out after that, when he followed me on Twitter, and obviously when I followed him back, that he is involved with esports. And I think this is actually a good idea, and I say this because this isn't his first time being involved with racing esports. I think it was either Formula 1 or iRacing. He had some type of involvement in another racing esports league that he did have some type of involvement in. So this isn't his first rodeo with racing and esports, so I think that is a very good call on 704's part. Another thing that I know people definitely heard from this article was that Ed Martin is no longer the president of 704 Games. As you guys know, if you guys did follow me for NASCAR Heat 3 news last year when we were getting ready to get the new NASCAR Heat 3 game, that we looked towards Ed Martin. A lot of people even asked Ed Martin for some hints to see what will be coming into the game and a lot of that stuff. And that is something I did too. I asked Ed Martin a couple times, like, oh, you think this will be in the game? Will this be in the game? And some of them were, yes, it'll be in. And sometimes it'll be, no, it will not, or I can't say. Another thing that also caught other people's mind was that apparently 704 Games is not profitable yet, but they are looking forward to having it be a profitable game as of this year for NASCAR Heat 4. So that is a good thing to hear, that one, it wasn't profitable before, but the good thing to hear is that it should be profitable, or at least they're expecting it to be profitable for NASCAR Heat 4. But remember, guys, Ed Martin isn't going anywhere. Just because he isn't the president of, 704 Games and for NASCAR Heat doesn't mean he's going anywhere. He will be moved to the position of managing director for esports. So Ed Martin will still be in the NASCAR Heat area. But I just want to let you guys know real quick that they are definitely focusing on esports very well. So just letting you guys know that this thing is not supposed to be just, one thing and just one and done. It looks like they are actually planning, from what I can see right now, remember, obviously nothing's confirmed, but what I can see right now, they're planning on doing esports for a while, and they're not trying to just have one season done with it. They're trying to go all out with this stuff, and they are definitely showing it from what we can see in this article. But the only thing I ask for them is to not just focus on esports mainly, and definitely make sure they do very well on the next NASCAR Heat game. But something that really catches my eye is that if they're focusing on esports this well, they must be expecting NASCAR Heat 4 to be a huge improvement from NASCAR Heat 3, so do keep that in mind. And the reason why I say that is, well, it's pretty obvious. 704 Games obviously wants a good game to run an esports league on, so just take that into consideration. So that will be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new, smack that sub button. Comment down below your opinions about this video. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more NASCAR Heat 4 news videos, NASCAR Heat 3 news videos if I do get any more NASCAR Heat 3 news. And don't forget to subscribe for more NASCAR Heat news in general. And also, don't forget to subscribe for Project Cars 2 live streams and NASCAR Heat 3 2019 DLC live stream. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Remember, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next news video. Thank you to everyone that did donate. Remember, if you do want to be shouted out in my next video, you have to donate during my live stream. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. IDK out.